everyone wants to talk about it. But I want to start off today with the Phils. Obviously, today is about the Phillies with the trade deadline. Last night, they got back on track with a big win over the Miami Marlins. After that series loss against the Pittsburgh Pirates, there was a little bit of unsettledness here in Philadelphia with the Phillies, considering a series loss to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And so on Monday, going into a 4-game set with the team that gives us fits every single time, what a way to start it off. The Phillies get themselves a 4-2 win. Like I mentioned, it was a much-needed win. But more importantly, I felt like they went back to basics. There was a lot of pointing of the fingers after that series loss, and they just needed to get back to square one, relax, and go play baseball. I know it sounds simple, but when you're playing 162 of these mother effers, it can dwindle away from you. So it was just all about getting back to bases and making it simple. And I really feel like last night's victory, it all started with the defense of the Phillies and the pitching. More importantly, the pitching over the weekend in Pittsburgh was atrocious overall. I meant the defense. The defense in general was atrocious overall against the Pirates over the weekend. And yesterday, I thought it got cleaned up. But more importantly, it was about who started the game. And that was Taijuan Walker, who, by the way, I found now, he's freaking Mexican. Es un vato. Es de la raza, güey. Or no, they don't say huevo. Es de la raza, güey. Qué chingón, güey. I love my Mexicans, man. But yo, Taijuan is a Mexicano. That's freaking awesome. Dude, Taijuan Walker he to me has been the biggest surprise of the Phils. Because I was probably one of the main ones shitting the deal. I thought it was a little bit too much for what we got for him. And that's only because of what I saw when he played the Phillies as a member of the Mets. But guys, he's become he's got the best record on the staff. And every time he goes in there, like, I feel comfortable. I feel like we got a chance to win. And it's not like he's doing anything crazy, but he knows how to manage a fucking baseball game. And look, here's the main thing. He only had 4 strikeouts in 100 pitches. He only pitched like 7 innings as well last night. But what is the best part about him is, first off, his 4-seam fastball's got that perfect movement. He gets a lot of batters like that. And that splitter as well is really hard. He's a power guy too. But he does pitch for contact. Last night, he had 6 grounders and 9 pop-ups. Dude, that makes things easy for the defense. Every time he's out there, I just feel like Taijuan just simplifies things for the entire team. And that's why they can go out there and just execute. And then on a game like yesterday where they kind of needed to settle back down, it was easy to just execute. Because Taijuan really made it simple for them. He gave us a chance to win, especially defensively. And the offense, look, 2 for 12 with runners in scoring positions wasn't really what I wanted to see. But when the defense gave you an opportunity to win, and you got 6 hits, and you got 4 runs off of that, that was huge. And it was some clutch hitting as well that was happening for the Phils. He starts off in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 4th. Dude, Johan Rojas with a clutch moment in the top of the 4th. Hits a ball that goes down the third base line, foul line, and it literally just rolls down that line. And he was able to bring in Turner and Marsh on that play. Johan Rojas stepping up big when we needed it most. And that got the Phils back tied. That got the game tied up. Bottom of the 7th, Stott hits a sac fly. That brought in Schwarber. And then in the top of the 8th, Alec Boone with a perfect blip to right field. That also would bring in a run. That brought in Johan Rojas. That was some clutch hitting. You didn't need to swing for the fences. The short ball works, ladies and gentlemen. The short ball works. You got to be able to win in different ways. And especially when you're going to go up against a team like the Miami Marlins, who do emphasize fundamentals and those little things. It is big. It is truly big. But for Taijuan to bounce back as well in the way he did, He allows a 2-run home run shot in the top of the first. Bottom of the first to Jorge Soler, and he bounced back after that. He did a fantastic job in his outing yesterday. And then the bullpen, Matt Stram in 2/3, solid. Hoffman looks solid in his 2/3 as well. And then Craig Kimbrell, man, he got another save. Got another save in the ninth. That was a big win there for the Phils. Another person that got that, another issue with the Phillies over the weekend, obviously, was Rob Thompson. And I heard the criticism. I heard the fire Topper. I get it. And listen, we criticized Topper here yesterday over that weekend series. What were we thinking on Sunday pulling Christopher Sanchez? I get it. But here's the thing. Number one, the lineup. Let's look at the lineup he decided to roll with yesterday. He pulled out Schwarber still, Bohm, Harper, Realmuto, Stott, Turner, Marsh, Cave, and Rojas. So, look, we wanted Bohm at the 2 spot. We got Bohm at the 2 spot. He's married to Schwarber at leadoff. They're married. They're happily ever after. They're going to be lasting forever and ever. All right. I just don't know how we're going to get Schwarber out of there, guys. But, at the end of the day, he is a leadoff guy. And playoff time, you're going to see Schwarber in the leadoff spot more than none. But I still think it wouldn't hurt to change things up. And that's what I thought Trey Turner was brought here, to change things up, especially leadoff spot. Obviously, we know Turner's struggling a little bit. Just a little bit. But it doesn't hurt to try different things. The criticism, look, here's the thing about the criticism. Baseball managers have to make tough decisions game in and game out. Sometimes the decisions work well, sometimes they don't. It's a 50-50 shot. It's a luck of the draw. He decided to make a decision on Sunday to pull Christopher Sanchez after 5 of the no-no. That was a risk he took. That could either work in his favor or not, and that didn't work in his favor. That's baseball. These guys, these men have to make decisions that are tough on a game-to-game basis. Sometimes they will work, sometimes they will not. Last year during the playoffs, during that playoff run, he made so many decisions that went in his favor. But at the end of the day, he can make these decisions. But if these players aren't executing, and that's who I put the blame over Rob Thompson, then what are we arguing here? At the end of the day, Thompson is not up to bat. Thompson's not on the mound. Thompson's not in the outfield. Thompson did, however, address this team. He's not a rah-rah guy. He's not a guy who's going to sit up there and yell at these guys. That's not what we got in Rob Thompson. He's a player's coach, yes. But yesterday he did. If you read the Rob Gelb article on The Athletic, Topper actually got vocal in front of the line, in front of the team. And enough is enough. And you saw what happened. Those guys responded to Topper raising his voice, being a tough leader. Sometimes you got to be a tough leader. Sometimes you have to be the bad guy. And Topper did that, and you saw the results, and that's what we got. Big win. Big win. Game 2 is today. This is a 4-game set, so a win today doesn't mean you win the series. So work is to be done. We got Ranger Suarez on the mound today versus Sandy Alcantara. República Dominicana contra Venezuela. I don't have to go there. So we'll see if the Phillies. We'll see. Ranger Suarez is another one who has struggled as of late, and we'll see if he can put together a good start. He typically does show up well against the Miami Marlins. We'll see if that can continue here today. And of course, Sandy Alcantara is still a baller, man. Still boss.